Google's hyper-intelligent AI Gemini has just predicted Shiba Inu's price by the end of August, and I guarantee the answer shocks you. So if you have any interest in Shiba Inu, or you hold any Shib tokens, then you can't afford to miss this video. What is the latest Shiba Inu coin news? And how will all of this affect the value of Shiba Inu? In today's video, I will be answering these questions, and I'm going to be telling you all of the price-boosting information that has just come out about Shiba Inu. I have put a lot of research into this video, so make sure you watch until the end to not miss out on any. To get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of Shiba is doing on the 4th of August, shall we? Shiba Inu's price today is around 1,237 units. Shib's price is up 2% in the last 24 hours, with a 24-hour trading volume of $136 million. The token also currently has a market cap of over $7.2 billion, ranking it as the 24th most valuable cryptocurrency. Please keep in mind these prices might have changed by the time you watch this video. This content is not financial advice. Now let's get into today's video. Shiba Inu team responds to criticism over selective project support. Tension has been brewing in the Shiba Inu community over the past few days, following the IDO launch of Positions Exchange's native token on July 31st. Notably, Shiba Inu leaders Satoshi Kusama and Kael Dairia both serve as advisors to the Positions Exchange. Each promoted the IDO on their X timelines. WolfSwap accuses Shiba Inu team of selective endorsement. Unhappy with the development, top Shibarium DEX WolfSwap called out Kusama and the official Shiba Inu X handle for giving preferential treatment, in the form of endorsement, to specific Shibarium projects. The Shibarium-based DEX claimed that the Shiba Inu leaders are prioritizing individual projects over the broader Shib ecosystem. It stated that such actions only create an uneven playing field for developers within the ecosystem. If I don't speak out, my only other option is to walk away from the game entirely, WolfSwap remarked. Team addresses criticism. In response, Dairia acknowledged that WolfSwap's concerns are valid. However, he also pointed out his own efforts to ensure WolfSwap received appropriate recognition. He argued that the main challenge currently facing Shiba Inu is not selective endorsement, but a lack of unity. According to him, ecosystem decisions are mostly influenced by personal bias rather than objective valuations, causing legitimate projects to suffer collateral damage. Dairia acknowledged that recruiting advisors and influencers is a common practice in the crypto space, including within the Shiba Inu ecosystem. While he considers this practice acceptable, Dairia emphasized the need to set a higher standard for projects that receive promotion in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Team calls for unity against external threats. Notably, the developer urged the community to set aside internal conflicts and unite against external forces, such as projects that have displaced Shib from the top 10 crypto rankings and those that seek to undermine the token. He also called on the community to address entities like the Ethereum Foundation and Vitalik Buterin, who have declined to publicly support Shibi. Way forward. Dairia noted that achieving this unity involves empowering the Shiba Inu DAO and establishing genuine community governance. Through this, Dairia believes the community will have an equal voice on which projects to support and eventually put an end to favoritism and guarantee transparency. He also suggested that Shiba Inu could utilize its quad token governance model and the Great Canine Code, an ethical framework to hold leaders like Kusama accountable and prevent other top community figures from misusing their influence. Meanwhile, the PoE IDO underperformed. As a result, the team stopped the IDO abruptly and promised to refund all contributions made during the event. If you are still watching, it would be massively appreciated if you could go ahead and smash the like button. It costs nothing and really helps support the channel. But keep watching to find out the latest Shiba Inu updates and what the future could hold for the Shiba Inu coin. Now it's time for the main story of today's video. Google Gemini sets Shiba Inu price for August 31st, 2025. Google's artificial intelligence platform Gemini has issued a cautious outlook on the performance of Shiba Inu for the remainder of August 2025. The AI model assessed current market structure, technical signals, and broader on-chain trends to form its latest projection for the popular meme-based cryptocurrency. As Shiba Inu continues to struggle with downside pressure, Google Gemini has outlined several critical risk factors that could weigh further on price performance throughout the month. Technical weakness threatens Shib's key support. Gemini notes that Shib's recent decline in both daily trading volume and investor engagement indicates weakening bullish momentum. The token has seen a drop of over 2.8% in the past 24 hours. now trading at 11,960 units. Price activity has remained confined to a narrow range with mounting pressure on the 11,000 unit support area. Analysts across multiple platforms have flagged the risk of a breakdown at this level, with no reversal signals yet visible on the weekly chart. Gemini predicts drop to 10,000 units by August 31st. In its official forecast, Google Gemini predicts that Shib could fall by approximately 16.388% by the end of August, potentially reaching 10,000 units by August 31st. The AI model attributes this anticipated decline to a convergence of bearish signals. There is an increased risk of Shiba Inu breaking below its support range near 11,000 units due to deteriorating volume, lower on-chain engagement, and the recent stall in burning activity. Unless fresh buying pressure returns or a major catalyst emerges, a move toward the 10,000 unit level is increasingly likely before the end of August, Gemini stated in its analysis. Gemini's assessment echoes broader sentiment from other market analysts. According to recent reports, Shib has failed to produce any clear bullish reversal pattern and remains under technical resistance. A sustained failure to hold above 11,880 units may open the door to further retracement toward 11,410 units or lower. These thresholds align with Gemini's projected downside target and reinforce concerns about the token's weakening structure. On-chain metrics signal declining market engagement. Beyond technicals, on-chain data reveals a significant decline in new wallet activity, which has dropped by nearly 40% over the past 10 days. While the retention rate among SHIB holders remains high, the reduction in new address generation signals a lack of fresh market participants, reducing organic demand for the token. Google Gemini emphasized that this trend erodes market support and amplifies vulnerability to short-term selling. Another factor highlighted in the analysis is the declining burn rate of SHIB tokens. With burn activity falling by over 50% compared to previous levels, the narrative of long-term scarcity has weakened. Gemini notes that the reduction in token destruction has tempered enthusiasm among speculative holders who previously viewed burning as a key mechanism to drive future value. Market lacks immediate catalysts to reverse trend. The overall market environment also presents few supportive conditions for meme tokens at this stage of the cycle. Despite some strength in major cryptocurrencies, Shib and other speculative assets have failed to show sustained interest or significant whale accumulation. Without a new catalyst, such as a major partnership or exchange listing, Shib may struggle to attract momentum-driven buyers in the near term. In light of these combined elements, technical vulnerability, weakening user growth, reduced burn rates, and an absence of short-term catalysts, Google Gemini maintains its projected target of 10,000 units for Shiba Inu by August 31st, representing a forecasted decline of over 16%.
When Shiba Inu showed its strength by outperforming most cryptos yesterday and exhibited incredible price growth that caused trillions of tokens to move around, it seems that Satoshi Kusama isn't ready to slow down. He sees this as just the beginning of something truly massive. The hype is back, but what's really going on? Well, let's find out. This week starts with something very interesting in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. An unusual anomaly has shaken up one of its crucial whale metrics. Data from Entity Block reveals a curious trend. There's been a significant uptick in large transactions, exceeding $100,000 within the past 24 hours. Despite this surge in transaction frequency, there's been a notable decline in the volume of these transactions during the same time frame. The data shows that the number of large transactions has shot up by a remarkable 71%, totaling 204 transactions. This surge would typically signal a strong and optimistic market sentiment among the Shiba Inu community. As 204 transactions by big players isn't just a minor blip, it's a substantial and serious move in the market. Imagine you're at a big party, and suddenly you see the most influential people in the room huddling together, making some major decisions. It's not something you'd brush off lightly. It's a sign that something significant is happening, and it's worth paying attention to. In the world of finance, when significant investors start making big moves like this, it often implies that they have confidence, the potential for growth. However, the anomaly lies in the sharp contrast observed in the volume of these transactions. The volume of large transactions measured in Shiba Inu tokens, has plummeted by a staggering 67%, dropping from 6 trillion Shiba Inu to 2 trillion. Furthermore, when measured in dollar equivalent, the decline in transaction volume amounted to 63%, dropping from $144 million to $52 million. Interestingly, the percentage of volume decline in dollar terms appears lower due to the substantial price surge of the Shiba Inu token. Within the same 24-hour period, the token's price experienced a remarkable increase of over 24%. And here's something we should understand. Shiba Inu did something unimaginable, surpassing Dogecoin even though it was Doge Day 2 days ago, and even surpassing Bitcoin even though it was also a Bitcoin halving day yesterday, an event people waited for 4 years. And this is super huge. Picture this. It's the day of two highly anticipated events in the crypto world. Dogecoin. Enthusiasts are celebrating Doge Day, and Bitcoin investors are eagerly awaiting the Bitcoin halving event, which only occurs every 4 years. It's like the biggest parties of the year for these two cryptocurrencies, with everyone expecting Dogecoin and Bitcoin to steal the show. But then, out of nowhere, Shiba Inu swoops in and steals the spotlight. Despite not having its own special event, Shiba Inu's value skyrocketed. It's as if while everyone was busy focusing on Dogecoin and Bitcoin, Shiba Inu quietly snuck up and stole the thunder, leaving everyone stunned and amazed by its sudden rise to fame. But while Shiba Inu showed that huge growth, there were a lot of people who missed it. This is probably due to people's behavior on the market as we see now. They take their money and jump from project to project, totally missing the whole point of crypto. They want to maximize their return, but end up not getting any. This approach really shows in experience. On one hand, it makes sense why they do that. Everyone wants to make quick gains. But on the other hand, as it plays out, it doesn't work. While they were all paying attention to Bitcoin and Dogecoin, as stated earlier, another crypto completely rose, making them miss out on potential gains. And here's something they don't understand completely, as it was stated by one Twitter user. Their tweet unveils a seemingly simple yet profoundly effective 3-step strategy for navigating the tumultuous waters of cryptocurrency investment. Buy, hold, and chill and sell. These steps, while appearing straightforward, harbor hidden complexities that many investors fail to grasp, often leading to losses rather than gains. But why? Well, because emotions tend to hijack rational decision-making processes. The first step, buying, becomes a daunting task for many as they succumb to the grip of fear, hesitating to enter the market at opportune moments. During bear markets, when prices plummet and bargains abound, these individuals remain on the sidelines, missing out on potentially lucrative opportunities. Next comes the holding phase, which seems deceptively simple. Just sit tight and wait for your investments to appreciate, right? Wrong. Impatience rears its head, and investors find themselves chasing after coins that have already surged in value, rather than exercising the discipline to wait for their own investments to appreciate. Finally, selling should be a straightforward process of locking in profits. But alas, greed often clouds judgment. Instead of cashing out when the time is ripe, many hold on too long, blinded by the allure of even greater gains, only to watch their profits evaporate. The tweet underscores a crucial point. Success in the crypto arena demands a deep understanding of market cycles and a steadfast resolve to resist Emotional impulses. It likens the crypto market to a player versus player game, where the majority of participants resemble the same. The tweet is a key point to understand the importance of the crypto arena. By adhering to the fundamentals, comprehending market dynamics, and refusing to be swayed by emotions, investors can tilt the odds of success in their favor. The tweet's message serves as a poignant reminder to aspiring crypto investors. Stay disciplined, stay informed, and above all, stay vigilant against the siren call of emotion-driven decision-making. And this is exactly what happened with most people, watching the Shiba Inu price chart with mouths opened, while they didn't have any Shiba Inu themselves. But anyway, getting back to the Shiba Inu anomaly. With whale transactions during the 24 hours, here's something we should understand. The perplexing nature of this anomaly may leave the Shiba Inu community questioning its underlying cause. Whether this unexpected turn of events stems from a glitch in the on-chain data calculations, or if it signifies a genuine and unprecedented occurrence within the Shiba Inu ecosystem, is a question to ask. But one thing we know for sure is that this week will be a very interesting one. As revealed by one Twitter user, we are stepping into a week where ETFs will buy another 1,000 to 3,000 Bitcoin per day. The fresh daily supply has been halved, meaning if ETFs were scooping up 3 times the daily supply before halving, they're now needing 6 times the daily supply. Additionally, another Twitter user mentioned a massive supply shock is coming. With the Bitcoin halving, miners can now only produce 450 Bitcoin each day. The ETFs in the U.S. have bought up around 3,214 Bitcoin on average each day. Are you ready? This influx of buying pressure from ETFs, as mentioned by Twitter users, has the potential to significantly benefit the crypto market. When large institutional investors like ETFs purchase substantial amounts of Bitcoin, it not only increases demand, but also instills confidence in the market. This surge in Bitcoin is a sign of the future. The surge in demand typically leads to an increase in the price of Bitcoin, and by extension, other cryptocurrencies. Additionally, the reduction in the daily supply of Bitcoin due to the halving event further amplifies the impact of this buying pressure. With fewer new Bitcoins entering circulation, the supply-demand dynamics tilt in favor of higher prices. Overall, this combination of factors creates a bullish sentiment in the market, attracting more investors and potentially driving up prices across the cryptocurrency landscape. Additionally, a Twitter user points out that Hong Kong ETFs are preparing to launch with massive marketing and no future short exposure. It's worth reminding people that Hong Kong recently launched its own Bitcoin ETFs, and based on logical deduction, they should start their advertising soon. But why does it make sense for advertising to begin? Well, when a new financial product like a Bitcoin ETF is introduced to the market, it's essential to raise awareness and attract potential investors. Advertising helps to spread the word about Bitcoin, and it's a good way to generate interest among both institutional and retail investors. Since the Hong Kong ETFs have no future short exposure, they can market themselves as a safer and more straightforward way for investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without the risks associated with futures contracts. Therefore, it's pretty logical that advertising for these ETFs will commence soon. To capitalize on the growing interest in cryptocurrencies and attract investors to their offerings. This is the same we've seen with BlackRock or other asset managers. Furthermore, we've received a new update directly from Satoshi Kusama, informing us that a significant update for shibaswap is on the horizon. And this should attract a lot of attention to Shiba Inu. Major updates to platforms like shibaswap pique the interest of investors and enthusiasts alike. These updates often introduce new features, improvements, or innovations that can enhance the user experience or provide new opportunities for token holders. As a result, investors may become more interested in acquiring Shiba Inu tokens in anticipation of the potential benefits and opportunities that the updated shibaswap platform may offer. This increased attention and interest can drive up demand and positively impact the price of Shiba Inu tokens. Tax season selling is now over in the USA, which means that investors who sold assets to cover tax liabilities have likely completed their selling activities. This can benefit markets by removing downward pressure on prices. If you're interested in getting into media announcements, imagine many investors selling off their assets to pay taxes, causing prices to decline. Once tax season is over, this selling pressure subsides, allowing prices to stabilize or even increase as demand returns. So, yeah, a pretty interesting week ahead. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.